I think consumers get it. They see the choices available to them in the market. They're making those choices, and increasingly, I think the FCC finds itself in a position of playing catch-up with the market, and it has to, I think, move faster in terms of modernizing. I give them credit for doing a lot of things in this area. I think the current chairman took, I think, a big risk in trying to modernize the Universal Service Fund and focus it much more on broadband. This is the future. It's an acknowledgement that plain old telephone service as we know it is going away, and that the and that the future really is getting everybody connected up with broadband. And if we're going to have a subsidy system, designed for universal service, it ought to be focused on that, not just giving people an increasingly antiquated service. But I think the Commission clearly needs to move faster. We've stepped out there a bit, as Bob mentioned, with the investment announcement we made a couple of weeks ago, on top of our current capital budget, which I think is the largest of any American that any American corporation invests in America, and I think it's been that for the last 3 years. On top of that, we're adding over the next 3 years around $14 billion. All of it focused on broadband, extending 4G LTE coverage to 300 million people, raising, as Bob mentioned, the number of people with wired broadband that's competitive with cable to 57 million customer locations. So, far more people actually would have that available, and even bringing fiber into 50% of the multi-tenant buildings within that 22-state footprint where we have wireline service. So there's a lot of modernization going on here. The core problem we have, as we've explained to the Commission, is that when you want to go in and build a modern IP infrastructure, you have to be able to get the savings from turning off the old infrastructure. And currently, the FCC doesn't allow us to do that.